All right, YouTube, Thunk just dropped the patch notes. So not only was I not prepared this morning when it was dropped at like 2 a.m. to make a video in my car, but I just got home from being out of town. I saw this posted. I immediately rushed and had a shower. And then now we're taking a look at this stuff right here. So the patch notes are out for the experimental build. I've not looked at the experimental build yet, but we will be looking at that in a little bit. First off, there's a lot to go through here. So just bear with me if this is a little slop. So updated version of Love 2D. This fixed an issue on Windows and Steam causing poor stuttery performance for some players. We like this. This is good. We fixed an issue. It's going to run better now. Added a toggle for reduced motion, removing the swirly background and gyrating card motions. I like that a lot. Now, I'm used to the swirling background and the card motions, but I know some people have said like it sort of makes some motion sickness. The ability to have screen shake off and reducing motion as well is great. You love seeing stuff like that. Change the default fallback tarot from full to strength when all tarots are on screen. What does that mean, the default fallback tarot? Change gold stake random seeds now ensures the first legendary joker on that seed is a joker that you have not won with on gold stake. I thought this was originally just like the joker, not necessarily legendary. So if you're like, I've seen a lot of people say, well, I need one more legendary for completionist plus plus and I keep getting Canio and I'm tired of getting Canio. I just need Chico one time. Just give me Chico one time. So this is really good. This is really good. Change the anti-scaling on white stake. Anti-3 is now 2,000. Anti-4 is now 5,000. So that got a nerf. Change the anti-scaling in green stake. Anti-2, 3, and 4 also got a nerf. Anti-scaling in purple stake, they all got a nerf too. So it made white, green, and purple stake easier. Is that what I'm understanding here? Change orange stake. Scrapped increasing pack costs. Huge. Look, it had a bright idea, chat. That's massive. That was one of the things that people were complaining about. And you know, even I did when I played a little bit of Orange Stake, that people were complaining about, like, that scaling pack cost makes it impossible to buy things later on. Added a new perishable mechanic. Jokers have a 30% chance to have a perishable sticker, disabling them after 5 rounds. Does that mean they just stop working, or can you sell them? Like, what does that mean? Change gold stake. Scrapped -1 hand size. So gold stake just got a lot easier, which would have made my blindfold speed run a lot easier to do as well. But you know what? We did it before the nerf, chat. We beat gold stake blindfolded before the nerf. So -1 hand size on gold stake, removed the increasing pack cost on orange stake, and now added a perishable mechanic. Added a new rental mechanic. Jokers have a 30% chance to have a rental sticker. Stacks with perishable and eternal, making them cost $1 up front and $3 every round. So you could get a rare rental one for $1, and then, like, so if you don't have $10 for the card or whatever, you can just pay it as you go. He literally added a credit. He added credit to the game. Changed Eternals to apply to Jokers in Buffoon packs now. So now we can get Eternals in Buffoon packs. That's interesting. Changed the first shop in every run to always include a normal Buffoon pack as one of the options. Holy moly. So the days of going into Anti-1, Anti-2 shops and getting planets and tarot cards is over. You're guaranteed a normal Buffoon pack. It's your starter pack, chat. You get started with a Joker pack so you can get something at least. So that's awesome. Upcoming blinds tags can now be seen in the shop immediately after defeating a boss blind / cashing out. I like that. I like being able to see what's coming up. I kind of wish that you could also be able to see what you've already done in case you forgot. Some blinds are now banned on challenge runs. Crimson Heart, Verdant Leaf, and Amber Acorn are banned on Jokerless. Verdant Leaf is banned on Typecast. Verdant Leaf is banned on Non-Perishable, and banned the plant on Mad World. So I don't know everything about all the challenges, but I'm assuming like Verdant Leaf having to sell a Joker makes it impossible. So then Jokerless is just going to have Violet Vessel and Cerulean Bell then. Interesting. I don't know about the rest. I haven't done a lot of challenges. I'm sorry. So if you came here to get challenge information, do your own research. No, I'm just kidding. Buffed Saturn now gives +3 mult instead of +2 mult for straights. Much needed increase. Having the planets help out a little bit is going to be nice. So Flush House got better. Eris and Ceres got better for Flush House and Flush 5. Neptune and Saturn got better for straight and straight flush. Moving on, changed uncommon tag. Now makes the uncommon Joker free. Does this still guarantee the uncommon Joker in the shop? Or is it if there is one, it's free? So that's interesting. Changed the rare tag. Now makes the rare Joker free. So uncommon tag and rare Joker tag both got changed. They are now free. Negative, polychrome, hollow, foil, all tags of the respective Jokers are free now. So that's massive. Holy crap. So no longer is it just guaranteed in the shop. If it's in the shop or if it's guaranteed and in the shop, they're free now. That is insane. Skipping just became a lot better, and by the transitive property, so did anaglyph deck and throwback. Change investment to give 25 instead of 15. Huge. Big money. Loads of money. Changed 8 ball. Scrap the old effect. New effect. 1 in 4 chance to spawn a tarot when a play date is scored. So we already saw that a couple weeks ago, so we knew this one was coming. It's good to see 8 ball getting an update. It needed it. Changed blue seal. Now creates the planet card to the final poker hand played during the round. Oh, blue seal just became usable. So we also knew that changed both mad and clever joker. Scrap that contains 4 of a kind effect now applies instead to any hand that contains 2 pair. Now, what I will say this, I said in my video that, oh, maybe 4 of a kind is going to be like a part of 2 pair now. Thunk already said no. Thunk's like, no, that's not happening. 4 of a kind and 2 pair are two different things, okay? And if you think that 2 pair should count in 4 of a kind, then you need to take that up with poker, not with me. Change Yorick, scrap the old effect, new effect. Gains X1 mult every 23 discards, starts at 1. So it doesn't give you a flat 5? Wait, what? Gains 1 mult every 23 cards discarded. Oh, so Yorick got a nerf. It gains X mult every 23 cards. That's interesting. So it's not a flat 5, but that is also a lot of discards. That is a lot of discards. So at 23, I get 2x. At 46, I get 3x. At 69, nice, I get 4x. This is a whole lot of discards. So if you have 3 discards and let's say you're doing 15 cards a round, this is going to not be able to get built up until at least 2 rounds. But it can go past 5x now, but you got to make sure you got a lot of discards. Change Magician Tarot. Now applies lucky cards to 2 instead of 1. That's amazing. Oh, that's so good. I wish I had that on my Lucky Cat run. Change Midas Mask. Now only applies gold enhancement to scoring face cards. Our cost 7 was 6. So it increased the cost of the card. And it only counts on scoring face cards, not any played. Changed Vampire. Now only removes enhancement from scoring cards. Gives 0.1 mult per enhancement instead of point. So this just got a buff, or this just got a nerf, and it got changed to rare. So Vampire Midas Mask combo is a thing of the past. I hope you're able to do it before this, because now this is only on scoring face cards, and this is only removing from scoring cards, which I think makes sense. And it's now rare, so it's going to be harder to get in the shop. So making this combo is going to be a lot more difficult to do going forward. And the fact that Vampire already has like a ceiling, like this does make me want to use it less, because it's getting less X mult and it's only for scoring cards. Change Madness now only applies on small/big blinds, not on boss blind selection. So Madness doesn't work on bosses anymore. So Madness got a nerf. Madness is now only effective 2/3 of the time. Interesting. Change to-do list. Poker hand no longer changes on payout, always changes at the end of the round, so you won't get stuck on straight flush. That's good. I like that. Change the description of the shortcut to include more apt example like 10-8-6-5-3. I like that. Making things a little bit more consumable on the jokers, I think is good. Changed Ancient Joker. The selected suit is no longer able to repeat between rounds. So now Ancient Joker got a little bit of a nerf. It is now completely random between the 4 suits every single time. So you can't get back-to-back diamonds. You can't get back-to-back hearts. Change Swashbuckler. Now adds sell value of all other jokers to mult, not just jokers to the left. Thank you. Thank you. Swashbuckler was the most frustrating joker to use, so much that I would never touch it. Now I will use it because this is acting more like abstract now, as opposed to putting a bunch of plus mult in places where you don't want plus mult. If you have any X mult, it's now adding plus mult after the fact, and it's just not, it just wasn't worth it to me to have Swashbuckler as a part of my team, but now it does. Now that synergy with egg and gift card is a lot better because you don't have to worry about it being at the end. That's great. Swash needed that. Hanging Chad re-triggers the first played card 2 times instead of once. I think that's fair. Just re-triggering once, it was also like, I'll just wait for Seltzer. I'll wait for a hack if I need it. I'll wait for, you know, a Trib or a Sock and Buskin. So having it re-triggered twice, I think that's good. Much needed buff. Change Flower Pot now includes the base suit of debuffed cards when determining if it will trigger. So you can play debuffed cards and it'll still work. I think that's good. Change Bootstraps to include the current mult bonus in description. That is nice. I hated having to do math every single time I had Bootstraps. 10 mult every $25 or something along those lines. I like that it's in the description now. That's great. Changed all 4 Sinful Jokers, 1 for each suit. They now give +3 mult per suit instead of +4 mult. Sinful Joke. Oh, Also, Greedy, Lusty, Gluttonous, and I forgot the other one. They got a nerf. They are now +3 malt instead of +4. Okay, fair. Change banner. Now gives +30 chips per remaining discard instead of 40. I think that's what banner used to be. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think banner was 30 and then I got buffed to 40 and now it's going back to 30. I could be wrong on that one. I don't know. Changed Fibonacci. Cost $8 instead of 7 because of Fibonacci. All right. Touche. +2. Can we get some, Actually, no, give me some +8s in chat. Give me some +8s in chat. Change Steel Joker. Now gives 0.2x mult per steel card in full deck instead of 0.25x mult. I mean, I think that's fair. It's very easy to make Steel Jokers. Or Steel Joker. It's very easy to make steel cards. So I think that's fair. It was really powerful too. Because I had a run where I had 77x mult on a Steel Joker and it was ridiculous. Changed Odd Todd. Now gives +31 chips per odd rank card instead of 30. That makes sense. We got an odd number now for Odd Todd. Changed 6 cents. Now uncommon and $6 was rare. This did not deserve to be a rare card in my opinion. It was too, it wasn't that great. Changed Hiker. Now gives +5 chips to every scoring card played instead of +4. Oh, Hiker got a buff. It was already super strong in my opinion, but people were sleeping on it. Now Hiker is giving +5 chips. That's massive. I love that. I'm going to be taking Hiker a whole lot more. Changed. What? What? Why would you touch Ghost Michelle? It's perfect. It was perfect. 1 in 6 instead of 1 in 4. This was done specifically to hurt me. Because this is worse odds now, right? I'm just kidding. I mean, fair. Cavendish is very powerful and it's common. So making it a little bit harder to get makes sense. Seance, now uncommon and $6, was rare and $7. Deserved. It needed to be uncommon. It really wasn't that valuable as a rare Joker, and seeing that come up on the rare Joker tag, getting Seance or 6 cents, it was like a gut punch. Change Rift Raft. Was $4, now $6. I think it's fair. It spawns 2 Jokers. You make a good amount of money off of that if you have spots. You're selling uncommon Jokers. You're probably getting anywhere from like what, like $2 to $4 or something. I don't know the math. Maybe like $1. I'm not sure. So that's good. I think it's good. Changed Vagabond. Why? Why make it rare? Why make it rare? Both this and this was done to hurt me specifically. Thunk was doing these patch notes and going, Murphy's gonna love this. I'm just kidding. No, Vagabond was really powerful. Making it rare makes sense. Making it more expensive makes sense. But now making it $4 instead of $3 is much needed. Because $3 was rough. $3 is very rough. So making it 4 makes sense. And if he was going to buff it back, it needed to go up to rare. I think that's good. I think that's fair. Change Cloud9. Now $7. Was 6. Yeah, 6 is upside down 9. More reason to make Murphy hate it. Yeah, now it's more expensive. $7 to make $4. And it could be less. Oh, it could be more. Oh, I'm not getting into it. Change mail-in rebate. It's now $5 instead of $3. That's fair. We got a few more things to go through. Change reserve parking. Now common, was uncommon. I think that's fair. Change Lucky Cat. Now gains 0.25 per Lucky Proc instead of 0.2. We're going to have to do another Lucky Cat run, chat. Lucky Cat and Steel Joker just swapped. That's insane. And now you can make lucky cards easier with a Magician. I couldn't remember what spawns them. It's making it better with Magician now. Trading card costs $6 instead of 5. Yeah, sure, it makes sense. Change Campfire. Now gains 0.25 per card sold. Was 0.5. That needed it very badly. Campfire was so micromanagey for the amount of mult that it gave. So making this strong. Wait, no, it's worse now. It's worse. Hold on. It's worse now. Now I want to take it less. For some reason, I thought this was. So Campfire's worse now. Never mind. I take it all back. I thought this was a buff. Change Smiley Face. Now gets +5 mult per face card instead of 4. I think that's good. Golden Ticket now pays out $4 per gold card played. Was $3. Okay. Change Bloodstone. 1 in 2 chance to proc instead of 1 in 3. A powerful Joker just got a whole lot powerful. Bloodstone just got a big buff. Big buff for Bloodstone. All you E to the 200 power players out there running King of Hearts with Trib and a bunch of buskins and blueprints and brainstorms, you're going to love this. Onyx now gives +7 mult per card, was +8. So Onyx got a nerf. Change Glass Joker now gives 0.75 per glass destroyed instead of 0.5. Glass got a big buff. That's nice. Stuntman now gives 250 chips instead of 300. I think somebody saw my blindfold speed run on white stake and gold stake and said, we can't have that happen anymore. I don't know about that one. You're already making your hand size smaller, so giving less chips. I'm glad we got our speed run in. I'm glad we got our speed run in before this. That's all I'll say. I don't know if it's probably still viable. But yeah, it got a pretty big nerf. Changed Invisible Joker now requires 2 rounds and costs $8, was 3 and 10. Oh, that's amazing. Big buff for Invisible Joker. Love to see how this one plays out. Burnt Joker is now rare. I think that's good. I think it needed to be rare. Change wording on most scaling Jokers to refer to this Joker. Okay, good. Fixed a bug where opening a booster pack with any size hand of 0 was unskippable. I think Houlihan ran into that at one point. Soft locked himself. Fixed a bug where a card generated by certificate was not being debuffed by the boss. All right, chat. So there you have it. Those are all the patch notes. Reduced motion, stability changes, made white stake, green stake, purple easier in terms of the anti-scaling. Made orange stake and gold stake way easier in terms of those hand size and cost of packs. Now we have perishable and rental Jokers. We have a buffoon pack guaranteed or we have Eternals guaranteed in buffoon packs now. The first shop guarantees a buffoon pack, which is great. There are removed bosses from challenge runs. Some planets got buffs. A bunch of changes in the Joker category with a bunch of nerfs and buffs all over the board. The biggest one to me is Lucky Cat being higher. Stuntman being nerfed is kind of rough. Bloodstone being a better chance to proc. Gross Michelle got a nerf. I think all this is good. This is the type of stuff you want to see a dev do to shake up the game, because people get set into metas. So now the metas have changed a little bit now in a good way. I mean, some of them have, some of them haven't. Swash got a huge one. Yeah, Swash is massive. I think that's great for Swash. This is all the stuff that has changed. It's in the experimental build right now, so it's technically in beta. People are playing, giving feedback, reporting any type of bugs. Eventually it will come to the main build on Steam. Consoles will be a little bit later, because that's how just consoles take. They take longer to get updates because they got a lot of hoops to jump through, a lot of red tape. So let me know what you think down in the comments. What is your favorite buff and your least favorite nerf? What Joker changes impact your play the most? What are you happy to see here? What are you kind of bummed that was, changed or nerfed? Or maybe something that you thought, probably should have been included. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more news. I'm going to be doing more news on the channel. People seem to like it, so let me know what you think of those videos down in the comments below, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.